Wait, how close are we to our next ad break? Another.
Like 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, I will be right back. I gotta check on the food.
Fine then. Abandon me.
You should like keep them entertained.
It's gonna be Pearl. It's always a woman. So, I'm trying to think. Oh, fun thing. So today I listened to a video that I turned off almost immediately because I was like, oh yeah, that's a good media literacy take. And then immediately they had a take where I was like, oh, never mind, you have no media literacy. I see. It was like watching someone use critical thinking without knowing how to read. Because it was a take about Jax from Amazing Digital Circus. And look, I get it. I think it's stupid when people go, you don't understand Jax. Jax is not a complex character. Jax is a pretty simple character. He's a character who is super traumatized and doesn't know how to deal with it, so he lashes out at everyone and tries to act like the world's not real so he doesn't have to deal with the fact that he's not dealing with this trauma. Boom! I explained him in like 5 seconds. There's really not that much to him. Like, are there things that... Well, yeah, we basically know everything about him. We just don't know... his thoughts, usually. But then they go from that, which I was like, understandable, and I was like, yeah, that's fine, whatever, to... But the show wants you to have sympathy for Jax. And I'm like, the show doesn't want you to have sympathy for Jax. The show wants you to understand why he thinks that way, but the show also wants you to know that he's fucking wrong. The show goes out of its way so many times to tell you that Jax is in a hell of his own creation that if anybody goes, the show wants you to have sympathy for him, I immediately have to go, cool, you understand Jax? You do not understand the point of Jax. Because they went, the point of Jax is blah, blah, blah. And I went, no, it's not. The point of Jax is not to be a sympathetic character. There are people who see Jax as a sympathetic character, and I worry about their mental health. But, like, no, he's a fucking narcissist. He can't deal with his own trauma, so he makes it everybody else's problem. But no, the show is not telling you to be sympathetic to him. It's telling you that nothing will ever get better for him unless he fucking changes his mind. It tells you that all the fucking time. Zubul fucking walks up to him and tells him as much. She literally walks up and she goes, you know you're doing this to yourself, right? The only sympathy, if any, that you're supposed to have is just an understanding that he's unwilling to fucking, or unable to, like, try to move on. But it doesn't expect you to be sympathetic for him. It actively tells you that he's an ass. From day one, we have been told by the creator that he's a fucking asshole and a bad person. Jesus Christ, I've never seen a worse media literacy take except for JJK fans. And they can't read. Like, what the fuck? How could you so perfectly describe a character and show that you understand the character and then completely misunderstand the point of the character? Oh my God. Did we even watch the same show? If you want to get mad about fans being sympathetic to him, that's fine. The show is never sympathetic to him. The show puts him through hell and back. And it's all his own fault, and the show calls him out on it. It was so frustrating. It was so frustrating. Because I really had to sit there and be like, wow, you just proved to me that I can't trust anything else you're going to say in this video. And I had barely made it like 5 minutes in. It's like, oh my God, how could you ruin your entire argument so quickly? The point of Jax is to be sympathetic. No, it's not! The point of Jax is to be the fucking antagonist. Except he's not the antagonist because any of his stuff is actually different. He's the antagonist because he makes himself into it. A self-imposed antagonist that nobody else even sees as an antagonist at this point. He just tries to make himself one. In the show, none of the characters see him as an antagonist anymore, really. They just see him for what he is, which is a fucking suicidal idiot. Okay. Lena said she's almost done. But yeah, it was such a frustrating video. I'm not going to call out the person because I don't want anybody going and being like, wow, you're taking shit, blah, 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 to them. But, you know, if they ever stumble across this video, they're going to know it was them. But yeah, I immediately went, wow, you do video essays with this lack of media literacy? Oh my God. It's so frustrating sometimes.